Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. Today I wanted to talk about something quite interesting, which is more unused stuff in the code that has been found by fellow Battlefront players. This time around, Clone Trooper 163 on YouTube found a bunch of unused voice lines from the Bespin DLC, which he recently posted on his YouTube channel. Also a quick shout out to Star Wars Gaming Outpost and Narwhal Dave for spotting his videos. According to Clone Trooper 163, these voice lines are from the Sabotage game mode, which in the code was apparently called Hero Assault earlier on. But I'm gonna let you guys listen to a couple of these voice lines and then talk more about them after that.
Destroy the rebels escaping in those cloud cars.
The rebels are making their escape. Shoot down those cloud cars.
Stop the rebels escaping in those cloud cars. One of our commanders has taken to the field of battle. Victory will soon be ours. Your commanding officer has entered the field of battle. This will soon be over.
As you can hear, first off we have a couple of lines regarding cloud cars, such as intercept those cloud cars and take the rebels out, or destroy the rebels escaping in those cloud cars. This is obviously only speculation, but what both me and Dave thought is that there was another phase planned for Sabotage that would include the cloud cars. Maybe that after the current second phase in Sabotage you would get cloud cars to escape in that the Imperials had to shoot down. Personally, if that was the case, I'm glad they didn't go with it, because we already have a multi-stage game mode with flying in both the Death Star and Scarif DLC, so if we had that in Bespin as well, that would have meant 3 out of 4 DLC game modes would have forced you to fly. And besides, I'm not entirely sure how they could have fit this phase into Sabotage as it is right now, because the two current phases in Sabotage are not like in Battle Station where you get a transition in between, but in Sabotage you simply switch around the capture points. And imagine on a map like Carbon Freezing Chamber, that would have been quite weird to jump to a cloud car phase, so I'm pretty happy they didn't go with it, but it's still very interesting that these voice lines were found and that we can just imagine what kind of game mode they were working on in the first place. And the next part is the lines regarding a commanding officer, such as the one where he says, "Your commanding officer has entered the field of battle, this will soon be over." I think this is the most interesting part in my opinion, because this makes it sound like they could potentially have planned for some sort of stronger infantry to spawn in, like one person in the team got to spawn in as the commanding officer who got a bunch of extra abilities. Maybe he would be able to call in some orbital strikes or have some other cool abilities, because it's obviously not just going to be one normal infantry, because in that case the voice lines wouldn't really fit. But it's a little bit hard to speculate, considering that that almost sounds like a hero, and if this game mode was even called Hero Assault at the start, I'm not really sure where this commanding officer could have fit in, because I highly doubt that it would have been even stronger than the 4 heroes that spawned in each team. But that was all the info we got from these voice files. It doesn't seem to be any code from the actual game mode in there, at least not as far as anyone has found so far. So it's not like with Hero Blast where Uninspired Zebra actually managed to figure out how the game mode would work, but this was simply only voice lines in the Sabotage game mode. But if they do find anything else that will give us some cool information, I will of course update you on that. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about this and what it could potentially have been. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.